everyone. In this video, we will talk about microbial genetics. Enjoy! Microbial genetics. Microbial genetics is a subject area with microbiology and genetic engineering. Microbial genetics study microorganisms for different purposes. The microorganisms that are observed are bacteria and archaea. Some fungi and protozoa are also subject used to study in the field. Let's talk about sex. Bacteria sex. Huh? That is going to be difficult since bacteria do not have sex, which present a real problem for bacteria. How do they get the genetic variability that they need? They might need a new genes to break down unusual nutrient source of degrade and antibiotic threatening to destroy them. Acquiring the gene could mean the difference between life and death. But where would these genes came from? How would the bacteria get a hold of them? We are going to explore the processes the bacteria use to acquire new genes. The mechanism known as horizontal gene transfer. Conjugation. Conjugation is the process by which a donor bacterium transfer a copy of a plasmid to a recipient bacterium through a pilus. The process requires cell-to-cell contact. The donor cell has conjugative plasmid, an extra chromosomal piece of DNA that codes for the protein necessary to make a thread-like filaments known as pilus. The pilus is used to bind the recipient cell, bringing it in close proximity to the donor cell. It is believed that a channel is then opened between the two cells, allowing for ssDNA copy for the plasmid to enter the recipient cell. Both cells then make the complementary copy to the ssDNA, resulting the 2F1 plus cell capable of conjugation. Transformation. The process of transformation also allows a bacterial cell to acquire new genes, but it does not require cell-to-cell contact. In this process, the new genes are acquired directly from the environment. Typically, the process requires a donor cell that at some point lyse and release DNA to the environment. The recipient cell is one that is capable of taking up the DNA from the environment and incorporating it into own genome, where the cell is described as being competent. There are mechanical and chemical means of encouraging a cell to pick a DNA from the environment, but naturally, competence is determined genetically. The process typically occurs at the end of exponential phase of growth of the beginning of the station phase, in the presence of the high cell density and limited nutrient. Under this condition, specific proteins are manufactured, including DNA-binding proteins, endonucleases, and transmembrane channel protein. Gram-negative cells also make a cell wall autolysine to transport the DNA across the outer membrane. Random pieces of DNA bend to receptor on the outside of the cell and then they transported into the cell by the DNA translocase. Through the transmembrane channel, a large structure open involving numerous different proteins. An endonuclease can be used to degrade one strand of dsDNA, if only ssDNA may pass into the cell, or to cleave the DNA fragments into a smaller size. Once inside the cell, the DNA must be incorporated into the bacterial chromosome by Eureka. Transduction. Transduction involves the use of a virus, a bacteriophage, to act a conduct of shutting bacteria genes from one cell to another cell, thus negating the necessity of cell-to-cell contact. There are two different types of transduction: generalized transduction and specialized transduction. Generalized transduction. In generalized transduction, a bacteria host cell infected with either a virulent or a temperate bacteriophage engaging the lytic cycle of reflection. After the first three steps of reflection, absorption, penetration, and synthesis, the virus enters into the assemble stage, during which fully formed virions are made. During this stage, random pieces of bacterial DNA are mystically packaged into a phage head, resulting in the production of transducing particles. While these particles are not capable of infecting a cell, the bacteria host cell are inject their DNA inside. If the DNA from the first bacterial host cell is incorporated into the recipient chromosome, the genes can be expressed. Specialized transduction. Specialized transduction can only occur with temperate bacteriophage, since it involves the lysogenic cycle of reflection. The bacteriophage randomly attached to a bacteria host cell, injecting the viral DNA inside. The DNA integrates into the chromosomes of the host cell, forming a prophage. At some point, introduction occurs where the prophage is excised from the bacteria chromosomes in a specialized transduction. The excision is incorrectly performed as a portion of bacterial genes. Since this DNA is used as a template of the synthesis stage, all copy will be a hybrid of viral and bacterial DNA, are all resulting virions will contain both viral and bacterial DNA. Molecular recombination. In each of the cases of HGT, the process is only successfully if the genes can express by the altered cell. In conjugation, the genes are located on a plasmid under the control of promoter on the plasmid. In transformation and transduction, where need DNA is gaining access to the cell, the DNA could easily be broken down by the cell with no genetic expression occurring. In order for the genes to be expressed, the DNA must be recombined with the recipient chromosomes. Recombination can also occur using site-specific recombination, a process often used by virus to insert its genome into the chromosomes of their host. This type of recombination is also used by transposable elements. Transposable elements. Finally, we should not leave the topic of microbial genetics without at least exploring the role of transposable elements of jumping genes. While this can play a very big role in the activation and inactivation of bacterial genes, the best explanation derived from the work of Barbara McClinton in Corn, who won the Nobel Prize of her research in 1983. She demonstrated that transposable elements can be responsible for the activation or inactivation of genes within an organism. Transposable elements are relatively simple in structure, designed to move from one location to another within DNA molecule by a process known as transposition. All transposable elements code for the enzymes transposase, the enzymes responsible allowing transformation to occur, and have short inverted repeat at each end. The simple transposable element is an insertion sequence, which contain the transposase and IR of varying length. A transposition typically contains additional genes, with the exact type of varying widely from the transposition to transposition. A transposition can be removed from one location and relocated to one another. A a process known as conservative transposition. Alternatively, it can be copied, with a copy being inserted a second site, in a process known as replicative transposition.